He made a mistake that nearly cost him everything. If you've ever felt lost, you need to hear this, from the first lesson to the last.
There's a creative well that has opened up a new phase of my career, but the career part is really only reflecting the inner experience.
Okay.
You know, it is from being in the heart of your difficulty. It's how your eyes get deep when you look at somebody and they're in theirs. Right? People can tell you get it because you've been vomited on your bathroom floor. So you know what that's like. Broken hearts are how we cultivate loving hearts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, say that again.
That's it. Broken hearts are how we cultivate loving hearts.
Wow.
From being doubled over, you get a deep understanding of the human predicament. You know what it's like to be crippled with fear or pain. And through your path of recovering from that is how you reach back for others.
Yeah.
If you've never been there, you can't help nobody.
All right, so the first talks about the fact that no matter the situation that you find yourself now, Will Smith suggests to look beyond what comes afterwards because it will be a guide for you the next time to experience a similar situation or to someone else in order to prevent them from walking in wrong paths that you did. Moving on, the deeper we go in this video, the more advanced these life lessons get.
I believe in the oneness and the possibility of harmony between people who are all reaching for the one truth. We're just a room full of sinners reaching for the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
And I just love that line, you know, because everybody wants to hold on to some kind of comparative superiority.
For sure.
And you know, what has been beautiful for me in the past couple of years is the loss of my illusion of moral superiority.
Like you were better than everyone else.
Being humbled into the place that I'm not better than nobody.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful. You know, it's brutal.
Brutal indeed. We are in a society and world where we think we are in some way better than others. Well, the truth is, there is a very thin line between being confident and rude. A lot of us tend to make that mistake of making the two concepts as one. This is in fact erroneous because being confident doesn't mean you have to talk badly about people or act towards them in a condescending way. The true confidence and power lies in the silence where you neither think or talk down on other people just so that you can achieve your goals. Because as you can see, this is a very powerful lesson that has helped Will Smith to his current stage in life, but not as powerful as the others that are to be discussed in this video.
Is that our highest call is to be human.
Yes.
Not less than human and not superhuman.
Right.
But to be human and to humanize one another.
To be it all, to recognize that you're it all. That it's only by the grace of God that you don't find yourself on one side or the other in a war zone. Because who knows what you would do if people that you loved were being threatened. And it's only by the grace of God that you don't have to make that choice.
Having discussed the place of being humble, Will Smith further dives into a lesson that majority of people perceive as difficult because we are in a world wherein everyone wants to do certain things at all cost, not considering the consequences. Maybe it's for love, money, power, and so on. Here's Will Smith to explain further.
It's more important to me to be authentic than it is to be number one.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's like,
give me your therapist number.
right now,
That's really good.
my therapist is interior.
It was me. That's really good though.
Yeah, it's like I trust that the more I allow my creations to come from my authentic place than from my mind, than from the thought of who and how I want to be. Let them actually come from who and what and how I truly am.
Wow.
I trust that to make exquisite global art.
Yeah. You're an artist.
Yeah.
And it's clear, like you're an artist.
The next lesson is one that a lot of people struggle till today with, including Will Smith, because it's so easy to neglect, but extremely powerful when utilized efficiently and effectively.
I made the discovery of the insatiable nature of material chasing.
Okay.
Like, no matter how big a movie is, you want the next one to be bigger. There is no end. That is the trick of the material world. The trick of the material world is, oh man, when I do this and I do that and I do this, then I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
And then you do that and you get to the top of that mountain and the clouds clear and you see there's another one. Oh, well, that one's, well, I gotta climb that one. You can't come this far and not,
Right.
But it never ends. It's infinite.
This next lesson has Will Smith, allowing his wife implement it. Here's a part of the interview with the YouTube channel, The Ellen Show, that focuses on this lesson.
It's one thing that you want to jump out of a plane.
Yes.
But you forced your wife. That's what I read, that you forced her to jump out of a plane. She's scared of heights.
She's scared of heights.
Doesn't like flying.
Doesn't like flying.
And you said, for my 50th birthday, you jump out of a plane for me.
Yes. Okay.
How did she, look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
What was she, before?
Yeah. No, see, look, doesn't she look happy? Yeah, because she, no, what it was my 50th birthday.
Right.
And she looked at, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hence the midlife crisis jacket. No, so it was my 50th birthday, and she was in this real fit of just emotion, and she realized, oh man, we've been together for more than half our lives, and I love you so much, and she committed, and she was like, I'll do anything you want for your 50th birthday.
Oh.
Right?
So she asked for it.
And I was like, oh, baby, for real? Because you don't have to do that, And she was like, anything you want. And I was like, I want you to go skydiving with me. And she was like, how is that what you want for your birthday?
Yeah.
So she agreed to it, and then the family agreed, so we made it.
All of you did it?
Well, yeah, except Willow. Willow was like, no.
Oh.
Willow was like, no, I'm not jumping out no airplane for happy birthday. You guys could go.
But wait, so did Jada end up liking it?
No. I thought she would. See, because when I jumped, I had like a spiritual experience. It's like when I walked up to the edge of that plane, and you get attacked by your mind. Like your mind is like, you stupid, and it's screaming. And that voice. We all have that voice in our head. It's not always our friend. It calls us names and stuff. And it was like, you're a dumb man. You're a very dumb man. And I walked up to the edge, and when I jumped, and I had the experience of pure bliss. It's not falling, it's flying, right? And you're flying, and you can use your hands, and you're like, oh, hey. And you're falling for like over a minute. Like it's not no short time.
Which must seem like an eternity.
Oh, yeah, it's forever. You're like, oh, I recognize that building. And you just go into this really blissful place. So I'm telling Jada, you're gonna meet heaven when you go up there. And she didn't.
No. It's a shame.
Yeah,
But she did it for you.
She did it for me because she loved me.
Yeah.
She loved me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. A little less now. Now,
have you ever jumped?
No. When I was younger, I thought that I wanted to do that. It was kind of a dream of mine. And as I got older and wiser, I decided I don't want to do that.
We should do it together.
No.
We would break the internet if we did it together.
Yeah, I'm sure we would, and I don't need to do that. I've done it on the Oscars, and I'm done. Don't need to break it again.
Wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
No. I think that I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
And I think the feeling would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine like on the edge when
The
you're
edge
that
is terrible.
right before.
No. That's the bad part. That's the bad part.
Right.
But then once you're out, it's like it's such a lesson in life, right? And part of what I've been doing in my 50th year, I've been trying to experience all the things that I never let myself experience before. And I'm doing, my bucket list experiences. And sort of what I discovered is how cancerous fear can be in experiencing a life.
Having said that, here's the moment that Will Smith's crime led to a lesson that he holds till this day. The following video is the speech he gave after he slapped a man during an Oscar gathering.
Oh, man. Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world. Making this film, I got to protect Ingenue Ellis, who was one of the strongest, most delicate people I've ever met. I got to protect Sanaya and Demi, the two actresses that played Venus and Serena. I'm being called on in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people. And I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay. But Richard Williams, and what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
That might have been outrageous of him to say, but here's what he said about that after he was in a very calm state of mind. Listen closely.